Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. I had some issues with my live because it's been so long since I've done a live. I forgot how to do it. And I kind of knew, I thought I did everything right, but I did not. Anyways, if you're catching this on the replay, this is a live session, a live YouTube, and it's not edited. So expect delays, expect me looking away from the camera. Also, you're going to have, I'm going to get interrupted. So that is to be expected. If this is not your cup of tea, thanks for hanging out for a little bit anyway. But today what we're going to do, first, let me see if everything looks good on here. Let's see. I think everything looks good. Let me log in here to see if we have, oh, I think there's somebody in the chat. Great. Okay, I had a problems. Okay, so tell me who's here. I think Natalie's here. Yep. Okay. Sorry. Natalie had issues. I am going to come back to doing lives once a week because I have the time and I think it will be a great way to hang out and just get some things done. Okay, so today we're going to take my little microscope. I have some Hoyas already laid out. My first time in live. Hello, new people. Hi. Um, okay, I have some Hoyas here. We're going to look at my Hoyas under a microscope. So I use my phone for filming. So I have a microscope with a little screen. I will point the camera down and talk you through what I'm looking for a little bit and then come back and chat and stuff. But the first Hoya I'm going to look at is a sad Hoya. This Hoya has been sad for, I want to say, the past 6 months. Um, it's one of my favorites. This was really big and long, and I have like pieces everywhere. But this piece is the piece that started the whole rot. This plant actually was the one that showed me that I had root rot. And the reason why is because I had it in a really small pot and I refused to repot it. And what happened is that I kept having to water it like like not twice a day. Every 2 days, it was very thirsty. And, I'm an underwaterer. So having to keep up with that was really hard. And then I just let it go dry too long. And one day the leaves just stopped hydrating. And that is when I knew something was wrong. So I actually want to look at this one under the microscope because I have like little spots. I'll show you in the camera. I have spots on it. I don't know if that was from the grow light because it was in the cabinet right underneath the grow light and then it extended to the second grow light. So we're going to look at this one first. There is some new growth here. I just noticed that today. Actually not just today, just now. So yeah, but I'm gonna go to the chat and see how you guys are doing. um I think there is 7 watching. How is that even possible? Okay, tell me who's watching and where you're watching from, and what are you looking forward to seeing me find some pests on my Hoyas? I'm not looking forward to that. I do want to spray my Hoyas with sulfur um as a precaution, and but not that's not happening today. I won't be able to spray to this room. I will probably do it in the spare bathroom I have, maybe on a plant tour video. So, but we're gonna look for pests. I have my little cola here. So I'm gonna turn and look at the chat in case for those who watching on a replay. I've had comments where some people don't like lives, which is why I stopped doing it. And I used to do these so much last year, and I stopped. But I'm getting back to doing lives. I'm going to be doing it once a week again, and I'm not sure which day I'm going to stick to. I don't know if I'm going to do Sunday or I'm going to do Saturday or Friday. I'm not sure, and time will vary. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Would you be here for just hanging out, chatting, and I don't know, just hanging out and chatting, connecting once a week? Catch it on the replay or catch it live. I think I want to get back to this because I enjoyed it when I used to do it the first time. Okay, Natalie, hello. We have Linda from Idaho. You're always looking for pests too. Yeah, I'm one of the things that's going on with my Hoyas is like the root rot. So I'm just trying to make sure they don't have pests. And who have anyone have ever had spider mites on their Hoyas? Because the Hoya linearis was my first Hoya ever to have spider mites. And then this week, or like last week, I found two more Hoyas with spider mites and I moved them into the bathroom. So I'm going to take care of that sometime this week coming, but I'm going to be looking for more pests. Ontario, Canada. Well, hello. Wow. Toss it. Yeah, pass all the pests. So all right, let me have some of my cola. This is one of the things about live. I can't edit this. So all right, so let's look at the first one. Natalie, what are you doing while you're watching? Are you crocheting? Should I point the camera down so you guys can see what I'm looking at? I am trying to figure out this. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna maybe I should point the camera down. If I find something, I'll let you know. There's a leaf with a lot of working. Oh, that's nice. Another hat? Are you is this another one? A different one? I need to Ooh. You'll have to send me a picture. Okay, I am not seeing anything on this. I think ew, that leaf does not look good. All right, I might have to open this out. Um, how are your plants doing? Is it still cold where you are? Because I'm still in a sweater. Today it's cold. It's been nice and warm like the past week, but now it's cold again. And our heat is back on as well. All right, I don't see anything with that leaf. Did I already bruise this Hoya? They're so easily bruised. I bruised it with my. Okay, so who's in for me going back to doing lives weekly? Because I used to do them weekly. I think I was gonna do it weekly with a week break at the end of the month or something like that. At least 3 times a month instead of 4. The battery in this goes down pretty quickly, so I'm gonna have to work fast. I don't see anything. I mean, to look at every leaf, oh wow, would be very difficult to do. I know I want to look at my Hoya Bella. What is that? Is that so weird? Okay. Oh yeah, 68. Yeah, it's I don't know how I can't even ask my phone what's the temperature because I'm using my phone. Okay, so let's try let's try this leaf. It's really dark here already. Um so the lighting is kind of off. All right, I am gonna try this one. Wow, the leaves are so wrinkled. All right, I'm gonna switch to the Hoya Bella, but I'm going to point the camera down so you guys can see some of this stuff. Let's move this aside. All right. All right, let's put this one back. Have a little of my drink. All right, let's try the Hoya Bella. It is impossible to look at everything here, but there is, see, like, I don't know if you can see, um, so like that leaf right there, how it looks. So those things is what I'm seeing on some of the plants, and just want to make sure that there is nothing. It's hard to get angles. Oh my goodness, I can see the Hoya Bella leaf hairs. That's I had no idea there was hairs on this leaf. Okay. Oh my gosh, if I see a bug crawling around, I think I'm gonna move the camera so you guys can see. Um, oh my goodness. Okay. Here, let's do this. Is that a good angle? All right. Okay. I think that's a good angle. Um, I don't see anything, but let's check another ugly looking leaf. Okay. Don't see anything. I'm gonna try over here. Maybe on the new leaves there might be a pest or something. That light is so really bright on the plant. Okay, I'm going to it's going I'm reading the comments now. Um if you're saying it's going to be below freezing tonight, yeah, it's going to be below freezing here tonight. Yeah. All right, let's see. Anything here? Don't see anything. All right, maybe one more. To get the right focus on this with this microscope is hard because you have to play around. Oh my goodness, you can have to play around with it so much. All right, so this one I don't see anything. So okay, I'm gonna put this back. Um, let me get everything back. This is okay. All right, you can see me. I'm gonna put this back because I didn't see anything. I will spray it. I'm gonna spray my plants next week, just in case. Just in case. Okay, this one started getting. This is the Hoya carnosa, and it started getting a little lighter in color during winter, and I'm getting a bloom. But I want to just look at this one just in case there's anything on here. Dust. I'm like, what is that? All right. Oh, let's look at this leaf over here. Nope. I think it's probably nutrient related. I'm gonna look at the underside of a leaf. Just wow. Okay. This one's good. All right. So what is everyone else up to today? What are you guys doing? Um trying to make these lives a little bit more interesting. Okay, so this one is my Hoya Filsonii. I did a video on this and how I shared how the plant was growing a little wonky with all these weird roots and stuff. And somebody did say that it could be flat mites. Now I did look at this one under a microscope, but I didn't see anything. I'm gonna look today again, but I didn't see anything, and I mean, I washed everything out when I was cleaning, chopping up the plant. So, if anything was on there, it might have already left, but who knows what if anything is on there now. Uh Looking at a leaf close up is really interesting. Oh, it's pretty. Now I gotta refocus. There is like spots on on the cutting, but I don't know if that's fungal spots. Oh wow, there is like spots on here. I'm kind of just looking and waiting to see if something's moving. If it's moving, then I know nothing's moving. But there is some spots. I wish you could see what I'm seeing. How do uh I let's turn let's turn it. I don't know if you can see. I wonder, I'm like looking at my screen. Yeah. I can't do it this way. See, there's something here. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh, what is that? What is that? Do you see that? Is it moving? All right. I'm gonna get my alcohol swab right now. Okay, I have my alcohol little swabs and I'm gonna just rub on that thing that I just saw and see because I don't know what that was. Um, I guess I should let it dry. I don't see anything else. I don't know what that was on the leaf. That looked kind of gross. I want to check underneath this one, and then we'll go to the calistophylla. Underneath this leaf, it has a lot of spots. I want you guys to kind of see what's going on. That's interesting. Uh, my microscope will zoom up to 1000. Yeah, I can connect this to my phone, but I need my phone for recordings or video. So that's why I don't have it hooked up to my phone. Um, so yeah, I can hook it up to my phone. And I mean, your phone has a bigger screen, so not really seeing anything in this, but I don't know what that one thing was on the plant. Okay, Calistophylla. This one had root rot and it just finished blooming. The blooms actually just fell out. It like already it dropped already, so let's just take it out because if you leave the Hoya blooms on the in the soil, it's gonna get moldy, and I don't want that. All right, let's look at this one. You so Natalie says she needs a curve sewing needle. How do you sew with a curved sewing needle? Um, I can't wait to get back into sewing. I was supposed to sew last week, but I did not get a chance to. I was not feeling well. So I'm gonna try again this week coming. I have some things I need to make. I mean, some of these things that I'm seeing on the leaf, it's uh it's not moving, but it looks. What is that? Okay, so this is what. Do you see? I don't think you guys can see anything on here. What I'm seeing because my screen is m- my little I think this is like fungal spots. I think that's fungal spots. I don't really see anything moving. Um yeah, I don't see anything moving. All right. Okay, the spider mite plant, Hoya linearis. All right. This one had spider mites. Okay, so what happened with this one? I did not water. I had issues with watering, and the roots completely like rotted off from dry rot. Now, I think what happened was sometimes, in my opinion, when plants are going downhill, they kind of call out to some of the bugs to come and kill them, I guess, or take care of them. Uh, and I think that's what happened when I found the spider mites on this plant. It was covered in webbing. It's a lot of so cool. All the hairs on the plant. Nanad, hi. What are you doing here? What? It's so late. Nanad, what are you doing? Thank you. Spider might show up as red munching machines. They sure do that. I can take pictures with this thing, so I think like what I'll do is do an actual video for you guys and take some pictures of what I see, and then we can talk about it. So maybe that's what I could do to you guys can at least see some of the things that I'm seeing. But I don't really see anything on the Hoyland. There's no webbing anymore. No webbing. That's good, I guess. Oh, you're and then that is editing. This is the life of somebody that's on YouTube. We're always editing. That's probably why I had issues with my plans because in December I did Vlogmas where I was recording and editing every day, and my plans got neglected. And I think that is one of my downfalls with my plans. I completely ignored them. All right, what I'm looking for is like webbing or anything like crawling. No, I don't see anything. I just see beautiful. Oh, hmm. Okay, there is. Okay, there's something red on. There's something red on the Hoyland. One second. I gotta get closer. Okay. Oh, oh. Okay, let's just I don't know what that was, but let's see if it's still there. Okay, so if you guys can see what I'm seeing. Hmm. I don't know. I think like oh gosh, I don't know. I think there's something on the Hoyland. I think I have I think there's something there. So I'm definitely going to do a video on this because you guys can see like the images that I see. You guys can't really see it because I am not on the phone or the phone is the camera. All right, so all right, I'm going to check one more. I'm checking one more. There was like red dots. So, and Dad, you're so funny. It's Hoyascope. It is Hoyascope. Um, it's Hoyascoping night. Okay. I think like the red dots that I saw might have been old. But I washed this plant and sprayed it, so it's not old stuff. Like, I've cleaned this plant off multiple times. I don't really see anything now on this one. It's crazy how close this how microscopes are so cool. Like, it's so detailed. Okay, this one I will look at again. I have one more. Let's see. I'm missing in the chat. Oh, hand sewing, Natalie. Yeah, curved hand sewing. I was thinking more sewing machine. Okay, this one is the Hoya Imperialis, and it is not happy. I this is like one of the plants I really wanted to try to bloom because of how large the blooms are. But um this one had a little rot as well. And I am trying to revive it. I don't see. Yeah, I don't see anything. I think I want to try to. See. I can't really like look underneath the leaf because of how stiff this plant is. Let's look at this leaf. I'm checking my chat. Hmm. I don't get as alarmed when I have pests anymore. When I was first a new plant parent, I freaked out at my first spider mites. Now I just like wash the plant and move on with my life. I do quarantine the plant, but I don't freak out as much with pests. Now, infestation, I think I'm more afraid of getting thrips. I haven't had that yet. I'm sure that's going to come one of these days. Yeah, thrips is something because I think like okay, so thrips, if you are a underwaterer, you know, it I think like I don't know. For me, my opinion, I mean, for me an underwater, like I'm not always looking at my plants because I'm either editing or doing other stuff, and then by the time I kind of notice something, sometimes like my Hoyleneras was too late. I fear that would be the case. I'm kind of trying to like look over my plants every night before I go to bed, at least take a look at them and see if I see anything, but that's just not it's not always possible. Man, it's so cool to see all the like the hairs on the plant. I don't see anything. I think anybody have any experience with the Hoya imperialis? Okay, I'm gonna put this one back. Yeah, so thrips, yeah, so that's what I've heard, that thrips, um it happens quickly, and that's kind of why you can tell if something's wrong with the plant, right? So I am, yeah, I would be mad. It would be bad. Um yeah, the damage, last year I went to a plant shop. I did a reel on this on Instagram, but the plant shop, the plants were covered in multiple different kind of pests, and it was a little freaky that the plants were still on sale. I was, you know, does nurseries do that? They sell pest infested plants at regular cost. Yeah, I think like I have Natalie said mealies and possible flat mites. I think that is strong. I think that's probably some of the things that I might have in my things. I know there's mealies in some plants, and flat mites probably. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, you know what? This one has an, oh, let's look. I have one more Hoya. Where is my Hoya? The Hoya Ganungading grading. Hold on. Okay, let me fix this camera. Um, okay, so this one hasn't done anything for me in a while. Okay, so when I say a while, I mean like a year. So, I'm actually I'm trying to see, like, is there roots that grew? Yeah, there's what? Okay. There is like there I think there's a new root in there too. That's good, but we're gonna look at this one because this hasn't grown at all. And I got it October 10th, 2024. That's how long it's been. Okay. All right, we're gonna look at this one and see. So this is like a red leaf plant right now. It would be really hard to spot flat mites because isn't flat mites red as well? I think that's a new root. I'm so excited. I'm looking at the stem to see if there's anything moving. Nope, nothing, nothing, nothing. I kind of want to unpot. I think kind of want to just unpot it to see if there's new roots. I just unpotted it. All right, we're gonna look at all this. This is there is, I don't know if there's new roots, but it looks like some of the roots were rotted. Again. I am I'm looking at the stem to see if there's anything on there. I have to like refocus again. I'm gonna look at the chat in a little bit. Hmm. I don't see anything, but I'm gonna just clean that the base of the leaf. It's kind of dirty. I don't know. I think I should just give up on this cutting right here. It's been, I mean, how much longer does one have to wait? All right, so there's, you see, like there is like a stem here, or like it could be like a growth point, but it's not doing anything. I had, okay, here we go. Let's put this back. I have it in Fluval and Perlite. I had it in soil. It rooted in soil. I've had this in, I've not put it in moss. It's been under the heat mat. It's been in the IKEA cabinet. It's been out of the IKEA cabinet. It's been in ambient humidity. It's had, you know, over a year of figuring out where to put it. So, um, okay, so use a soft bristle to scrub it. Yeah, I could do that in the spare bathroom where I can just scrub my plants. um, I feel like cutting off all the roots and trying to reroot it again. Is the growth point super lumpy or nubby? No, it's not. There's no growth point yet. It's like there's a like a node. There's a node, no growth point yet. Um, I do have some happy news though. I will share that. The worst Hoya ever decided to behave. I chopped up my Hoya polynera and I have roots in the LECA setup that I did. And I have, oh my gosh, can you see that? Okay, all right, there's a, oh my God, I promise you it's there. All right, let's see if I can move. Do you see that there's like a growth point right there? Right there. So that's good. I think maybe because it's cold again, the plant might be happier. I don't know. But this plant I just can't figure out. But of course, there's a yellowing leaf. There's always a yellowing leaf on my polynera. Don't cut the roots. Okay, I won't cut the roots. um, maybe put it in my moss box. Maybe I'll do that. It's now it this plant came to me with green leaves. I actually had four. I had like two cuttings. The other one completely like rotted off. This one is still hanging on. Hello, hello. So yeah, that's good on the Polynura. Um, I don't understand the yellowing leaves though, because that's just something that I guess I've always gotten like yellowing leaves with my Polynuras. Just trying to bury that node there. It's kind of propagating in leca. Add more fluval. Okay. I actually I got perlite. Perlite came 2 days ago. So I got perlite because I was out of perlite as well. So once I get the fluval, I'll add more. So yeah, happy Sunday, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I think I want to do this again next week. I don't know if this time works for everyone. I mean, people will watch it on the replay, but maybe next week I can repot some plants. Yeah, I think I want to get back into this. It kind of helps me get ready for Monday as well to like clean my plant room and stuff. So, any anything interesting that you guys want to see from this plant room here? I still have Hoyas that have possible rot that I need to take care of. I have repotting that I need to take care of as well. So you have all your Hoya cuttings in moss on a heat mat. Look at you getting a heat mat. I love my heat mat. I need to get another one installed here. I think I have 4 heat mats, but only using 2. So I want to put another one right over here for my plants. And then there's like a rehab area that I have right here. And I think I'll put the other one there. I used to have heat mats on my alocasias. Um, but when I rearranged this room last year, I did not put the heat mats back, and all my allocations that was outside of that cabinet kind of died off. Well, they went dormant, and now I'm trying to revive them. So I think like I've learned my lesson. Once September comes along, I will like get the heat mat back in the room. I think I'll change up. I'm going to be changing things up in here again because there's a shelf that I saw that's available on Amazon. It's like an adjustable shelf, like in width and length. And I think that would work really well for me in here. And it's white. So I'll be getting rid of this so it can kind of be all white shelves in here to kind of match the aesthetics that I'm going for. So yeah, I'm gonna get that next month, hopefully, and we'll be doing another rearranging. But there's like a big rearrange happening because the south windows in the house will be getting some Hoyas because I have like a rod installed on top of them. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing some arranging, plant styling this next couple weeks. I'm excited for that. I know. I love all the white shelves that you have. Natalie, it's like your plant room with the white shelves and the rug. I love the rug. Um, that's definitely something an inspiration for me to probably do here one day. But I think I'm not sure what kind of rug I want to get if I do get a rug. To kind of like change up the vibe in the plant room. Yeah. Well, it's an hour. kind of an hour. I started on time, but I had issues with my phone. But now that I'm kind of getting back to doing lives, I'm going to get used to doing them and setting them up where I have all these problems. So, yeah. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next week in the next live. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you guys want to see in the plant room. I like to share all the like imperfections, not just all the happy things, because I'm more of like somebody that shares the reality of plant care and plant stuff. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always remember you are loved. Bye.